Springstone, and it's one of the hardest stones that we are using in sculpting. Was in the place where we're getting them, they are mining chrome, and there's a little bit of percentage of chromatic in this stone. And as you can see, this brown part of the stone, which is outside, different from the black part inside, is because of oxidation, because the stone has been sitting on the surface of the ground for quite many years. I don't know how many years it is. We've tested so many different changes in weather, the rain, the sun, and everything, and it's so durable. The particular piece is called spirit medium. A spirit medium is like in our Shona culture, a belief that the spirit world can communicate with human beings, but now the communication is what you call in Shona Kupotera. And a person get possessed, and is speaking not in his sense, but in a spiritual way of doing. Someone who has died already or is looking after the family, he comes in a spirit world, and then he comes and possesses this human being. And when this human being is speaking with authority from the spirits and guiding the family on whatever, any illness within the family, any, can I say, wrongdoings, and he comes and say, you do it this way, that way, and that way. And I was imagining myself, and then the spirit medium in a human being say he's possessed by a spirit medium. What is there in that person? What is there different from the normal human being? And is it really true that a spirit, someone dead, this spirit can come back and talk and possess this person and be able to guide us into deliverance? But then it was my imagination, and this vacuum here representing the space, the emptiness, the unknown world that is within that person. And that's why I put it on this openness in the stone, to say whatever happens, if it's true or not true, I don't know what it is like. Then I put it in like a vacuum of that.
Would you say then that the connection is to the ancestors? You say the spirit world, this is the ancestors' world?
The ancestors, yes.
That's the ancestors then.
It would be someone who died but is within the family, but not someone from nowhere you don't know. My inspiration is I can say, broad. One is the hereditary. My forefather was a blacksmith. He used to be, like in our Shona culture, every household, they have their instruments for something very special, which is for the father. And when he passes on, this instrument, which is a bow and arrow, knob carry, an axe, which is very artistic, every father should have it in his house. And when he passes on, it is inherited to the next, the son or whoever comes by. And then my grandfather during that time used to make all those artifacts, the bow and arrow, the axe and the knob carry, and he was a blacksmith. Then it came on from him to his son, who is my grandfather, and then with my father's father, he was also a blacksmith. And then comes to my father, he's an artist. He's the one who taught me who made to be what I am today. So it's a lot of that, and even maybe the way I was brought up in an environment where there are sculptures within me, and sometimes the sculptures are my toys, and then at the end I become a sculptor. Then I think my greatest inspiration comes from the family. It dates back to my forefathers. Also was a teacher, and teacher for religion and languages. And in our country we are doing 2 languages mainly, but we've got other languages. But I was teaching Shona and English, and then the Bible. And this has got a great influence to my work. My themes that I bring out in my work. Being a person who has been exposed to different type of religions and cultures, then it comes into my work. I try to put them together and try to find answers to some myths within these religions, or some differences I can say, but I don't see any difference in religion, because at the end they all are speaking of the same thing, trying to let people know the difference between wrong and right.